Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Let's Get Loud podcast. This is a solo podcast episode with A. I am in my black baggy jog pants and my black baggy hoodie because I just got a spray tan. I am going to Punta Cana on Sunday, and I always like to have just that little glow before I go. It just feels so good. So I've done all my beauty things. I'm pretty much packed, and I'm just finishing up some work things. So that's really exciting, feeling good about that. Leaving the kids, which if you guys have been listening for a while, you know that I find that difficult. And it's funny because from the outside looking in, maybe you guys would say, maybe people would say, she doesn't struggle leaving her kids. Like, look at her, she leaves her kids all the time. But I do find it really hard still. But here's what I tell myself: staying keeps them comfortable because I am their biggest comfort zone by leaving, and I'm leaving them in great hands. They're staying with my parents are coming to stay here. So they're being taken care of by my parents. They get to experience uncomfort even just a little bit, which I think is an important piece when it comes to growth. Anyway, so that's what's up with me. I've been basically spending all week getting ready for the trip. Packed a bunch of cute outfits, which I'm pretty excited about. I just retried everything on. I always, when I'm going on a trip, I always pack as if my luggage will get lost. Okay. This, I don't know. I've had a few experiences. I'm sitting and I feel my loose skin sitting on top of my legs, and I'm like so worried. I'm so worried that it's going to ruin up my spray tan. I'm gonna like tuck a little bit of fabric there. Okay. Wait, what was I saying when I got distracted by my loose skin? My and potentially ruining my spray tan. Ooh, what were we talking about? We were talking about leaving children, outside looking in, gone. Oh, this week, getting ready for the trip. Wow, it is gonzo. I'm just gonna keep going. So yeah, this week's been good. Getting ready for the trip. I'm on such a roll with my gym workouts right now, my morning workouts. 5 days this week that I got up at 5 a.m. and went to the gym, obsessed with the 5 a.m. gym time. I used to do 5 a.m. when the kids were really little, and I did it for a long time, like years. And then I think kind of COVID got me out of the routine, and then I just never got back into it. But I am so happy to be back in the morning routine. I work best in the morning, and it's almost like it didn't happen. It's like I get it done, come home, make the kids lunches, they go off to school, and then I have the whole day to work because I've already got my workout in. So I'm really enjoying that new routine. Still not drinking coffee, which is kind of crazy to me when I really think about it, that I've like fully switched to matcha. Like my mind is like kind of blown. But that's what's up with me. I'm actually feeling so good. And I was sharing this on social, and someone asked me a question, and they said, do you think that you feel good because of the extra protein you added? Well, it was more about weight loss, but she said, do you think that it's because of the extra protein that you lost weight? And it got me thinking about how we're often looking for the reason why. And I truly believe to my core that the reason why I'm feeling amazing is nothing, no, is not one thing. It's not one thing. And why am I so passionate about making sure people know it's not just one thing? Again, I had this moment where I took pre-workout. As much as I stopped drinking coffee, I'm still drinking matcha and pre-workout. Perfect combo. I don't get jitters. I don't get anxiety. I don't get heart palpitations. I'm sleeping better. Anyways, whole nother podcast. But I had an incredible workout with my pre-workout. And I was thinking about I could show up on the internet and be like, the reason why I had such an amazing workout is my pre-workout. But that's bullshit. It's not just the pre-workout. Was that a piece to the puzzle? Absolutely. Here's what I'm trying to get at. Be wary of people that are convincing you that the reason why they were successful was anything other than themselves as a human being. That it was ever anything more than them, that it was one thing, that it was, and especially when it's one thing exterior to you. Why does this make me so upset? It makes me so upset because I often people are trying to sell you this one magical thing. And there's no one magical thing. There's so many little pieces to the puzzle. So I thought I would unpack with you guys why I do think I'm feeling better than ever. Yes, there's been weight loss, but it's so much more than weight loss. This journey has truly been an overall wellness journey. And I could never have been on the journey I'm on if it wasn't about wellness. Like getting rid of coffee, like nothing, that has nothing to do with weight loss, right? So why am I feeling so good? How have I created this weight loss for myself? Reducing alcohol, reducing coffee, which is helping me with my sleep, maintaining, making sure I'm hydrated. I've increased my fruits and vegetables, increased my supplements, increased my steps, started weight training. It's not one thing. Also, do you know what is actually the biggest reason why I was successful? Right here, right here, the way that I think, that I do not sit in victim mentality, that I do not sit with, well, I guess this is just the way it is. Like, I refuse to be that person. I refuse to be the victim of perimenopause. And so I switched on CEO mindset where I'm like, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to stay connected to it. I'm going to pay attention to it. I'm going to be intentional. I've journaled, I think, almost every single day so far in 2025, and really staying connected to my overall wellness goals. And I do want to also say that I want you guys really to dig deep into not just celebrating the scale going down. I want you to look for other signs of progress. And progress along this journey is so much more than just the scale. Like, progress is me lifting heavier at the gym. Progress is me sleeping better. Progress is me having more energy. Like, that's progress, regardless of the scale going down. And, this week I had a moment where it's so funny because this whole wellness journey for me since the beginning of this year has really not been about weight loss. The last year it was like, let's get rid of that 10 pounds I gained when I started perimenopause, achieve that. And then this year was really about just like, um, um, wellness for me. Okay. But in the back of my little brain, and I didn't even know he was there. He was like, but it'd be nice if you lost weight. I didn't know he was there. And so I was having a moment where I like looked at myself in the mirror and I felt good. I felt strong. My skin is so clear. My poop is so healthy. So there's all these signs, right? That I'm increasing my overall wellness. All these signs, my skin, my sleep, my digestion, like my energy level, all of these signs. But that little sound went, but you didn't lose weight. And I just had a real moment where I was like, whoa, whoa, you be quiet right now. One, this is not about weight loss. Two, progress is and should be celebrated other than the scale going down. And I share that with you guys because I want you to know how long takes to change the way you think. It really takes a long time. And I'm not going to beat myself up for still having that thought. And I know from the experience of changing the way that I think that eventually I won't have that thought anymore. That thought won't come in anymore. And I'm not going to beat myself up because it came in. I'm just going to reframe it. Oh, we don't think that way anymore. Oh, that wasn't even the goal. Oh, but and I look for evidence to contradict that thought. That's not true. You made so much progress. Look at this, 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 and this. Done, boom, point. So I guess the whole point of my podcast today was for you to not ever blame one thing or attribute one thing to your success other than yourself. If you have been successful with weight loss, business, relationship, finances, I don't want you to blame any other external circumstance. I want you to blame yourself. I want you to take ownership. Remember, CEOs, they take ownership of the good and the bad. CEOs, maybe there's an ego there. Maybe they're like, yeah, I did that. I grew this business. I'm amazing. But when there's a mistake, when they make a decision that didn't work towards their goals, they also own those. Yep, I made that choice. I made a mistake. I've learned from it. So again, just coming back to not, I'm like, I can't quite articulate why I'm so intense about this, but sometimes people get distracted by the one thing. They get distracted. So it's like, okay, eat more protein, KKK. And they just like go so hyper focused that it's like, whoa, like keep the big picture in mind when you're working towards your goals. Maybe that's what I wanted to say. Wow. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for working through all my thoughts on the podcast live. I'm hoping that one other thought does come back to me, but please remember as you guys are going through and achieving your goals and looking for your, working on your wellness journey and working on your weight loss journey, that you don't ever attribute anything other than yourself for your success. Got it? Got it. Have a great weekend. Oh, you guys, free trial ends tomorrow. Right now, if you want to try your weight loss, it's the perfect time. 1, 2, 3, go. 2 weeks free, ends tomorrow. Let's go.